Good morning, my dear children. Let us continue our lesson today, the town mouse and the country mouse. In the last class, the town mouse wrote a letter to the country mouse. Now, the country mouse invited the town mouse. Receiving the invitation from the country mouse, what the town mouse did. Now, we will see in this class. Receiving the invitation from the country mouse, the town mouse packed his luggage and caught the next train to the countryside. The day was bright and sunny, and soon the town mouse began to feel hot in the train. I wish there was an air-conditioned coach, he said to himself. I feel very uncomfortable here. However, there was nothing he could do about it. He grumbled himself while the train chugged into the countryside. Finally, it reached the countryside. There, the country mouse was waiting to receive the town mouse. Let us see their conversation now. Oh, cousin, the town mouse said as soon as he got off the train. The train was dreadful. I feel terribly hot and thirsty. I hope you have something ice cold for me to drink at home. So, as soon as the town mouse get down from the train, it called its cousin, "Oh cousin." So, it said that the train was dreadful. Dreadful means suffering, great suffering here. I suffered a lot in the train journey. And I feel terrible. Terrible means here extremely bad. I feel terribly hot means extremely hot, more hot here. Okay, high temperature. So I hope you have something ice cold for me to drink at home. So I think you have arranged something chilled water. Ice cold means here chilled water, which are cool. Such kind of things which are very cool to drink. You have arranged for me at home. By listening these words, country mouse immediately said, "Well, I have some water," said the country mouse. What the country mouse said that, "I have only water at my home. I don't have any chilled water or chilled cool drinks like that in my home. I have only water. But I can look around for some coconut water. If you want, I can get coconut water for you." By listening this, now the town mouse said, "Coconut water?" asked the town mouse. Means the town mouse was habituated in the town to drink cool drinks, cool water, and it was habituated for the city. So it is very hard for town mouse to have normal water, and it don't know what's coconut water also. It doesn't knows what the coconut water is. It exclaimed that coconut water. Exclaimed means in surprise it asked that coconut water. What coconut water? Can't you get me some lemonade or orange juice? So here the food style of city and village is also different if you find. Now the country mouse said, "I found a very nice piece of fruit today and a tender bit of sugar cane. I'm sure you'll enjoy that." "Roots? Sugar cane?" the town mouse exclaimed. "But I don't eat raw food like that," the country mouse said. "This is what we eat in the country. So I am afraid you too have to eat this. Try it. It is not bad." The town mouse did not enjoy his dinner at all. He nibbled at the roots and sugar cane and then said he wanted to sleep. The country mouse showed a corner in the mouse hole and said, "There you are. You can sleep there." Let me explain now. Well, reaching home, the country mouse said that, I have found a nice piece of root and a tender bit of sugar cane for you to eat. Then immediately it is also surprise for the town mouse. Roots, sugar cane, because roots and sugar cane are raw food here. Raw food means the food which is not cooked. So the town mouse was not habituated to eat raw food. So it exclaimed again that roots and sugar cane, tender bit of sugar cane. Tender means here soft and smooth. Tender means soft and smooth. So it was a very delicious food for country mouse. But for town mouse, it was not a delicious food, because in town the town mouse was habituated for air conditions, lights, noise, and cooked food. In town, the town mouse was habituated for the cooked food. So it did not like the raw food which was arranged by the country mouse. So it just nibbled the food. Nibbled means here just take a small piece of the food. So the dinner was not delicious for the town mouse, and it thought of taking rest. Then the country mouse showed the town mouse a corner of his mouse hole. So as it is village, they all will sleep on the ground. So it showed one corner of the mouse hole. Then again the town mouse exclaimed that I should sleep on the ground, because in town it was not like that for town mouse. So here they have to sleep on the ground. Then the country mouse says that it is like that in the country. In country we live like this only. We have everything natural. We have raw food. We sleep on the ground. And somehow the town mouse was not adjusting, but there is no other chance for him. There is no other alternate for him to do. So it thought of sleeping there. After a little time, it got one doubt. The town mouse got a doubt that why there was no noise, why it is very quiet. Then it woke up and asked, dear cousin, why it is very silent, why it is very quiet, why there is no noise, why there is no lights here. Then the country mouse replied that it is like that in the countryside. Here we don't have lights all the time. Here we don't have noise. Our village is the quietest place in here. So it replied like that. The next day there was no breakfast for the town mouse. So the village mouse said that we have to go in search of food. We can find a better food like yesterday, roots or a tender piece of sugarcane again. By listening that, the town mouse felt unhappy that yesterday only I was unable to take that food. How could I take it now? Then it said, no, I don't want. I want to catch the next train because I forgot something there in town. Then it said that it did not like to stay there because the town mouse did not like the village atmosphere. It did not like the raw food. It did not like to sleep on the ground. There in city, it has cooked food, air condition, cool drinks, everything. But coming here, it don't have such kind of facilities. So the town mouse did not like to stay in the village. So it said that I have to catch the next train, that I left some work at town. So I have to move. Saying this, the town mouse left immediately as it did not like village atmosphere. Now let us recapitulate what we have learned today. Let us see the vocabulary. Grumbled, complained angrily, chugged, moved slowly, tender, soft, raw, uncooked, nibbled, took a small bite of food. Question and answers. What did the country mouse offer his cousin to drink? Coconut water. Name the raw foods mentioned in the lesson. Roots and sugar cane. Did the town mouse feel comfortable in the train? No, the town mouse did not feel comfortable in the train. Listen the lesson carefully and answer the given home assignment. Thank you.